guys, in this short tutorial I'm going to show you how to create a very basic split screen effect using Premiere Pro 2015. This effect basically allows you to play several videos at the one time by dividing up the output screen into different segments, like this, this, or this. Before we begin, it is important to note that split screening can be achieved through a number of different methods, such as applying downloadable matte templates to your clips, or even using the crop effect and mask tool to trim and reposition your clips within the output screen. However, I found the simplest method by far to use is something called the linear wipe effect, and it basically lets you play about with the direction and position of the clip's borders, which you can then use to create this split screen we're after. Split screening is most commonly used in adverts, TV programs and music videos, but it's a pretty cool effect that you can really apply to anything to give multiple perspectives of one scene or to play multiple scenes at the same time. So to begin, open the Premiere Pro file entitled Split Screening Tutorial, and on the timeline panel you should see a sequence called Split Screening with 4 sets of clips. These 3 are the examples I showed earlier, and the leftmost set is what we're going to apply a split screen to now. The clips have been pre-trimmed for you and unlinked from their audio. You would normally just drag them down from your bins to your timeline panel and trim as required. And they have also been stacked on top of one another in 4 different layers: video track 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, so we're going to split this output screen vertically, so that means you'll have 4 thin segments going down the screen. So go to your effects workspace and apply the linear wipe from your effects panel to the clip in video track 4. You'll notice that this adds a linear wipe tool to your effects control panel. You'll now want to trim the clip down using the transition completion gauge here. So click down on the 0% and drag the pointer to the right to increase it to about 75%. Alternatively, you can just double click on the percentage and type it in as required. You'll see that this tool has successfully trimmed the clip to about a quarter of the whole output screen, and it has revealed the clip underneath it as the background. Please pause the video until you have achieved this. Next, you'll want to repeat this step for the other 3 clips. So to trim the clip in video 3 so that it's only visible here, apply the linear wipe filter and drag it to about 50%. And once again, apply it to the clip in video track 2, bringing it to about 25%. You can leave the clip in video track 1 as it is because it's already visible in the proper segment by default. Please pause the video until you have achieved this. You'll notice that the subject in video 2 isn't quite in the shot properly. To fix this, click on the clip and go to Motion in the Effects Control panel and simply reposition this to 865. And to get back to the original split proportions, bring transition completion to 30%. Now you'll see that he's positioned a lot better while still keeping the 4:1 width ratio. It's just as easy to split the output screen horizontally or diagonally too. All you have to do is to adjust the wipe angle gauge. 180 degrees or 0 degrees will give you a horizontal split. You can get some cool results by combining both vertical and horizontal splits. If you do this, you may find that trimming your clips will cause you to lose some important part of the footage. To fix this, click on the clip and simply just adjust the scale and the position using these gauges. Diagonal splits are also achieved by bringing the wipe angle to any angle that you want. So if we want the clips travelling at a 100-degree angle, simply just adjust the tool for each clip. Also, just to note that this feather tool can be used to blend the borders of clips together. as shown. Here's a few examples I made using the split screen feature. This one uses diagonal splits. This one is a combination of both vertical and horizontal splits. And this one is a combination of splits in all directions. Just a final point to note, when stacking your clips in your timeline, the clip you want furthest on the right must be positioned on top of all your other clips on your timeline, and the one next on the right should be placed on the next track, and so on. This is because the transition completion trims from left to right and reveals the clip below. And that's all there really is to it. While the split screening effect can be achieved using a ton of different methods, the linear wipe effect with all these different gauges is by far the easiest for users at any level. I really hope this video helped shed some light on this feature. Thanks a million for watching.